Welcome to episode 130 of the OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling. My name is Jack Minogues.
I'm Brian Hines.
I'm Brian Allen.
And you know what I realized just the other day, gentlemen?
That's
What's
not on
that?
the script.
No, it's not. But we're with 130. We've now talked about approximately 8% of all OVW weekly television programs.
Whoa.
To be
That's
fair,
pretty
we've
big.
talked about like 1.5% of it. This show is 90%
Oh, yeah,
not
that's right.
talking about OVW television. So when you do the conversion rate, we've probably only talked about 1.5%.
Yeah, I think actually my decimal was in the wrong place anyway. So, yeah, you're right.
A while ago, I did the math and I added it up. I want to say that we have spent 10 solid 24-hour days in the studio over the course of 3 years, 1 hour at a time.
Well, that's a bummer.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
10
I
days?
feel it.
Feel what?
All this time we've been here in this little room together.
It feels like we started yesterday, but at the same time, it feels like we've been doing this forever.
Is that what it's like to be married?
As if
Yeah.
any of us in this room know.
I mean, I
mean,
used
you
to.
do.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Hey, so what's happening today, Jackman?
Sorry, I was reading the script like I always do, and you just...
I interrupted.
you
My
threw me
apologies.
off. You threw me
That's a
off.
deduction.
Today we are getting into all of the action from OVWtv 1383 and OVW. You have this wrong too. It's actually Valentine's Violence 2026, both of which emanated live from legendary Hot Point Davis Arena. One on Thursday, February 12th, and one on Sunday, February 15th, respectfully. Is it respectfully or respectively?
Respectively.
Respectively.
Yeah, I mean, you could respectively.
You can
That
also
works
you
too,
can do
though,
it
for me.
respectfully. You can do
Yeah,
both.
Yeah.
it could work.
Perspectively.
Perspectively.
Yeah.
It all depends.
That's when the things further away look smaller.
Prescriptively.
Yeah,
That's when the things further away look normal
like,
size.
Like my glasses.
We've got a ton of events to talk about, right? Not only the Rise that we're going to cover, Tough Love that we're going to cover, but we've got all kinds of events. We previewed them a little bit last week, talked about them a little bit last week, but let's go over that again right now. There's tons of people. It's weird. People are listening to this thing that haven't been listening to it.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Thank you, people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
welcome.
you, really. Yeah.
We appreciate that. And this is for you. This is a little catch-up, a little reminder of where you can find all of Ohio Valley Wrestling superstars in and around the great state of Kentucky. So, Brian Hines, I think Brian Allen did it last week. So.
I think so. Let's see. Let me take a gander here. We have February 27th, 2026. Derby City Gaming, they are having a SmackDown watch party with all of your OVW friends. I believe Al is set to be there. Are there going to be like before, during, after?
During and after, as I understand.
Watch
During
party
and after. Okay,
party.
all right.
Okay.
That will be a fun time. If you've never gotten a chance to really spend any time with these folks, they're a lot of fun. They really are. March 6th, Alumni Center here in Lexington, Kentucky. March 7th, Tailspin Ale Fest in Louisville, Kentucky. March 15th, we have the next Sunday night special, March Mayhem at Hot Point Davis Arena in Louisville. March 28th, our favorite shows of the year occur at the Manchester Music Hall. And
What's special about this year's Manchester Music Hall show, or this next Manchester Music Hall, I should
this
say?
is the weekend of Lexington City Comic Con. If you've never been, do yourself a favor and go. If you're into comics, if you're into wrestling, if you're into vintage TV shows, anime, all kinds of stuff. There is something for everybody. You have no idea what you're going to see. Last year I saw Ernie from Sesame Street being arrested by the crew from Reno 911.
Yeah, he did.
So
That was
Saw the picture.
it was nightmarish, really.
it
what he
really
did.
was.
Really?
Yeah.
I do have a special announcement about Lexington Comic Con.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say everybody's going to be there this year. That includes the OVW podcast.
That's right.
The original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling.
We don't have like a booth or nothing. We're just
No.
going to be there.
We're negotiating to maybe record an episode of the just a regular weekly Rise review.
Really? Okay.
Live from the
Really?
con. So if you're interested in that, say something on social media. That we're looking into some options here. But yes, we'll certainly be hanging around the OVW booth, probably around Al, who will have his own booth. Any other wrestlers, you know where to find us.
Yeah.
But we'll be there at Lexington Comic Con and at the Manchester Music Hall.
I want to
It's a
meet
fun day.
I want to meet Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers. That's whose booth I'm going to be at. I don't know if they're there this year. Really,
You never know. They're still announcing guests.
they were there the first year I went. That was
Were they
That was
really?
pretty cool.
Wow, yeah.
Met DJ Lance Rock. That was from Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah,
Me and
we
you
got
did.
to hang out with DJ Lance,
was pretty
and that
cool.
was probably my big highlight from that year.
That is a big
I'm
highlight, man.
a big
Yeah.
Yo Gabba Gabba fan, and going back to talking about marriage, that I had a son. He was 3 at the time, give or take a little bit, and we watched a lot of Yo Gabba Gabba during those days, and it really gave us something to focus on rather than all the things that were going on.
Yeah.
But the Manchester Music Hall show is Saturday. Is that right?
Yeah, that one's, yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Comic Con is a 3-day event.
Comic Con's a 3-day event, but the show is on Saturday, and you don't want to miss it. And finally, on our calendar is April 4th, Bluegrass Sportsplex in E-Town, Kentucky. You can get tickets for all of these at ovwrestling.com. And now,
As long as we're here, I do have a couple of others from their website that are kind of late breaking.
Perfect.
Really?
We
Okay.
know when
Please.
the Tuesday tradition will return. As you guys know, that they will move Rise from Thursday to Tuesday, the week of WrestleMania, because everybody kind of goes there.
so it's like the 14th, 15th?
That is April the 14th.
Yeah.
We know the next Sunday night special will be April 26th. And then the final one we have for the springtime is May 17th. So no tickets available for those yet. Last I heard, no tickets available for March Mayhem yet.
That was what I heard,
Okay.
yeah.
But those will all be coming up before too long. I'm
May
sure.
May 17th. Any location for that, or that's just something?
Oh no, that'll be at Hot Point.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's the next Saturday
Next
night
special.
or Sunday
Gotcha.
night special.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
Sweet.
We've got a lot to look forward to as far as that goes.
Yeah, and we have a ton of show to cover. We're going to take a break real quick. Divine Spirits, KY, let us fill your stuff up. And now back from the OVW podcast to the OVW podcast. We're going to cover Rise shortly. That's kind of how we've been covering these dual shows,
Yeah.
where the Rise is on Thursday and the premium event is on the Sunday. So we're going to go through Rise pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and start. Brian Hines.
About one, we see Eric Surge taking on Richard Holiday. We didn't know a whole lot about Richard Holiday. No slouch.
No.
No.
Not at all whatsoever.
dude.
But
No.
nevertheless,
What a slugfest, really.
Yeah. was.
He
Eric-
he can go.
Either way, this time around, Eric Surge is our winner.
And you forget, Eric has been involved in just so much nonsense recently.
Yeah.
You forget that he can just go for a half an hour,
He sure can.
just
yeah.
kind of at the drop of a hat, and you gotta love it, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's a big way to start that show. 16
I
minutes.
was gonna say 16 minutes. That's correct? Because it did feel like 16.
According to Cage Match,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they went, man.
We also see Katie Gannon tell Super Z he has to replace Kid Colossus. We'll see a little bit, or we'll talk about that momentarily.
how many tag teams have had to replace somebody in the last month? It feels
Three.
like
Three in a row. Three
Yeah,
rises
three
in a row.
that's not a coincidence. That's a
No.
pattern.
Cash Daniel missed his flight from Lexington to Louisville. Who was the second one?
Maximo.
Maximo was
Maximo was
off.
gone. He was off.
Surge. Well, no, that was Cash Daniel. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Surge's partner. Yeah,
And then Kid
And
Colossus
tonight,
this
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
We see the Troublemakers beat the Feist Phantoms.
They had a little chip on their shoulder from after losing to Peso in that handicap match.
So what y'all think of Feist Phantoms
they-
this week? Are they gelling for you as a tag team? Because we know these guys. These aren't new
Right.
faces. Whatever the faces look like under those masks, we've seen them before.
Oh yeah.
They are gelling. It's just those troublemakers, man. They were on a mission that night.
Yeah,
And they
for sure.
definitely stuck it to them.
Steven Still and Cal Hero work out.
Yeah.
Those
See a
training
nice
montages were hilarious.
They were special. That was
Yeah.
some good stuff.
Yeah, the first one they're just kind of like, oh yeah, no.
No,
Yeah, about three we had.
Yep.
Yeah, Noel versus Leela Hall. It was good to see Leela Hall again.
Legally
Not Lila
distinct.
Feist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legally distinct,
Legally
Leela
distinct.
Hall.
Leela Hall. Great to see her again versus Noelle. It's just been on fire, and it did not stop here because she got the win. But she met a mad Shalance at that end of the ramp after this one, and Shalance had some words for her, man. She was mad.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll say
she
that.
lost 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And she did make it a no disqualification match for,
Tough
as
love.
Chapman would call it, Valentine's violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
I mean, it kind of does.
It does.
I don't hate it.
Just saying.
It's the alliteration, really.
I mean, yeah, I'm a sucker for alliteration. I really am. So.
Me too, man. Me too. Bout 4 was the Hour 1 main event where we saw Z-Force with no Kid Colossus. Back issues kept him out, but a Dayami stepped in.
Yeah.
Interesting,
And
right?
it was, and she held her own, man, against Los Desafios. I mean, that was a really cool way to handle that situation, how they went about it. And
The dance
I thought-
break in the middle of that was my favorite part.
That was good.
You just knew that was coming.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was really looking forward to it, and we were not disappointed for sure.
Not at all. Not at all.
So what did you think of the way these guys kind of handled the troublemakers when they came back for some revenge on Hota? Because they ran in and
They did, yeah. I mean,
oh yeah,
I thought they all handled it pretty well.
they did. I mean, they did, because I almost forgot that element did happen where they did come back. I was like, all right, troublemakers again. They weren't done, after they fought the Vice
Well,
Phantoms.
it was Hota they were mad at.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And, then we saw that, of course, our good Japman's close personal friend Maximo Suave takes the hit for Hota from to which apparently re-cements the friendship. They seem to be.
It did, yeah.
yeah. I had my doubts going into this match and this Sunday as well, just because Maximo was missing one day. I was really afraid that they were going to have a falling out and Maximo was going to turn his back on his friend Hota, but that was not the case. And Los Desafios get the win over Z-Force.
Mm-hmm. To become #1 contender for those tag belts, man.
Mm-hmm.
We also see Katie come and make the U.S. title match a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Um,
Good to see her back after a while.
Yep.
and then Bout 5 Brian Hines of that Rise 1383.
We have OVW Rush champion Brendan Balling versus Icon Lee. Good match. Good match between the two. Brendan Balling retains going into Tough Love, or if you're on the other side of the table, Valentine's Day Violence.
Valentine's Violence.
It feels like the
Speak it into existence.
the Steven Steele Rush reign seemed to be a pretty good reset for this whole division, and it has been cooking with gas ever since.
Yeah.
Well, you've got just like the most stud, like build a Rush division guy champion in Brandon Balling right now.
Yeah.
He's built. He's a little short, a little on the shorter side, but he is like jacked beyond all belief.
Yeah.
And has an amazing skill set and is super over with the crowd. I don't think I realized that until we went. Is like he's got his own like chant that people
the
are
chant,
chanting with
people
him.
love it. It resonates through that arena, man.
They showed it on TV. I made sure to notice when I was rewatching Roz. They show it, but yeah, you just don't get how over that crowd is until you are in Hot Point Davis Arena.
No, everybody's ooh, ooh, ooh. It was like being in
cool, man.
the audience on the Arsenio Hall show back in the 90s.
Very slow Arsenio Hall chant is what it was.
Yeah,
That's it.
join in with your favorite wrestlers when they have a chant. Don't make it all about yourself.
Please.
Yeah.
We see a Cash Daniel versus Ryan Von Rocket match. Shannon the Dude comes out. Apparently, Kadim's going to kill Cash Daniel too. He's just going to kill everybody.
Yeah.
I wish he would just shut it.
Yeah.
Well, he does come out and actually
He does come out and kill.
Katim.
Yeah, he does come out and he says, I warned you, and that's fair. Shannon did warn us.
Not the last we would see of Kadim in this episode either.
We also see Ashton Adonis and Jake Lawless versus Evil Z and Star Rider. I think that kind of what's left of the trifecta taking the victory there was foregone conclusion.
Absolutely.
And then we end the show with a segment between Linda and Dustin Jackson. Linda getting kind of that, been absent past few weeks, but getting reestablished not only in the Steven Steele, Cal Hero stuff, but getting that good sit-down interview with the heavyweight champion right ahead of Valentine's Day Violence.
Yeah.
Tough love. I meant to call it tough love that time, but still, I've worked myself into lay shoot. Apparently,
You're good, man. That was I loved how they ended that Rise episode with.
Yeah, I was
that.
going to ask. That was a different way to end the episode,
Yeah.
and I wanted to get your all's opinion on the studio, not even the in ring. Like, let's go to the studio and actually put a package together here.
It was an intense finish to a solid episode. Dustin Jackson did not mince words at all about anything, and you knew how upset he was going into Sunday night.
Yeah. I mean, it was just old school promo, bad guy promo, man. He killed it.
Taking it out on Linda like that.
Yep.
Still, we can go back to day one, week one of this podcast. I still love ending the wrestling show in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
I still love ending the wrestling show in a wrestling ring. I love the segment, but for me, it's just like I want to see, especially on the go home show.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
fair. That's fair, man.
Like, come
Yeah,
on.
I would call it slightly anticlimactic.
Not
fair.
a waste of time, not a bad segment.
Right,
Just like
yeah.
for my tastes,
Yeah.
for my
No,
palate.
you gotta get
right?
Yeah,
that.
it was essential to set the stage, but did it have to be last?
No.
It could have been like right before the main event.
It is true.
I mean, I think it could have been a great hour 2 opener if we really want
Yeah,
to.
that would have been good.
Yeah,
You know.
you're not wrong at all.
It's a lot easier to set the tone with a promo or a talking segment, I think, than it is to go home on one.
Yeah.
But minor complaint.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right, so that was OVW Rise 1383. Now let's get into Tough Love 2026. Big pay-per-view. We were there.
It was. Yeah.
All of us, everybody but
flesh,
Malachi was there.
Yeah.
The first time since Brian Allen has joined us that all of us have been there.
Was it really?
There was
Wow.
one other.
Was it Christmas Chaos that we were all at?
It was a few before that. I'm trying to remember.
Thunder, maybe?
The Halloween.
It was before Halloween. It was the one before Halloween.
Oh wow.
We rode up together, and then Hines, you were there that night too.
That's right. Yeah, you three.
Oh, yeah, you
drove
showed
up.
This was in the
unexpected.
summer.
No, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
This
yeah.
was in sometime in the
it's
summer.
been that long ago.
Yeah, it's been a
Was
minute
it-
though.
that I've
What was
forgotten.
it? It
Yeah.
wasn't the big one. What did they call it in August, September?
Oh, it was. You're right.
was around that time.
It was Cal Hero and J Manol Events.
That was
Sure
that night.
was.
It was
There
that
it
night.
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it.
It was J Manol Events'
Yeah.
retirement.
This
So, yeah,
has
it's been
been
a little
the
bit.
The
OVW
17th
podcast on the OVW podcast.
The 17th of August.
That was
My
it,
birthday
man.
was on that Friday that year.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
So-
That's
yeah,
right.
yep, that was it.
Yep.
That was it. So no, it was great to have everyone there and
I guess it was
experience all
fight
together,
night.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they switched it from the big one to Fight Night a couple years ago when they went to Pikeville, and they just kept it last year.
Fight Night's a better name.
It
I love
is.
Fight,
The
yeah,
big
Fight
one
Night's a
is
great name.
descriptive.
Thank you.
Hey, let's do a pay-per-view, shall we?
you got one of you guys-
You don't have to pay-per-view.
One of you guys take us away.
Brian Allen, you go for it.
Yeah, got you, man. So your praise for Brendan, man. It not in just that last match you had with Icon Lee, but you saw it carry over, and again where you all got to see Brendan really for the first time in person, how over that chant was.
Yeah.
It carried. That's such a perfect way to open this pay-per-view. Is just everyone hitting his chant when he comes out. But then you have a Jake Painter as his challenger, man, and he's been on a run too. So
This is this is a driven Jake Painter.
he's angry. He's ready to break some backs, man. That's his thing. And this match it broke me like watching it. They were like going hard. I mean, every match, wrestlers are going hard, but this one specifically, how Brendan was able to really do such a good job selling like the back pain he was having from the moves that were put on him from Jake. That's his whole signature, and really enjoyed that out of this one.
Got to tell you, it's maybe the first time that Jake Painter has made me feel something for him besides just, oh, look, it's the dude in the coat that looks like another wrestler somewhere else. that I don't want to bring up.
It was a lot of character came out of this one.
Yeah.
At least, I was about to say, at least for me. I don't know if that is
I
the same
agree.
for you all too.
Sitting there live, especially, you could see it. I think it translated on the playback as well, the broadcast as well. But sitting there
Mm-hmm.
live, I mean, it had been months since I'd seen live wrestling. I had forgotten. You forget sometimes.
You do.
Like,
You do,
especially
yeah.
we do this. We have been doing this for close to 3 years, and sometimes you fall into a routine.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely, yeah.
And it was so nice to go back to OVW, and what a way to kick this off.
Yeah.
Different side of Jake. Got to see a different side of Jake. Got to see a different side of Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck breaking Brendan's back.
Yeah.
I think it is the most muscular back I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's built. It's built, man.
I tell you what, over the course of the last few weeks or so, I feel like we've really seen Jake Painter step up his game.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's mastered the backbreaker and is able to just kind of drop that in.
He's
Anyway.
RKO and backbreaker.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
my
that's
point
it.
exactly. He
Yeah.
can drop a backbreaker like Randy Orton can drop an RKO. They can come from anywhere at any time. It doesn't matter what kind of move his opponent is trying to hit him with. He is like the perfect counter to practically anything I've seen anybody throw at him so far. And this match was no exception.
Well, and I think that after this match, of course, Brendan Balling retains the OVW Rush Division Championship. But
Yes.
Jake looks more and more over the last few weeks and after this match like a totem in the division. This is a
Yeah.
guy that you can pass or that you have to pass to get to that next level in the division right now. And with the Rush Division especially, where Star, Super Z, some of these stalwarts of the Rush Division have moved on to other divisions, moved on to other things. It's kind of nice to reestablish like a hierarchy in the division.
It is, yeah.
And I think that right now, Jake Painter finds himself in a really good place. He is the guy in the hierarchy of the division that's right below the champion.
Yeah.
Really, really, really liking him. Very, very, very impressed with seeing Brendan Balling in person, though.
Yeah, he's got it. Don't forget when we first got introduced to him, when JJ signed off on him, JJ Lawson was like, "Hey, this guy, watch out, man." And I every time I see JJ, I'm like, "You were right. You were right, bro."
So we can kind of, since we went, we can kind of give our own insight, our boots on the ground insight onto what we saw on Sunday
On the
night.
vibe, so to
Right.
speak.
Yeah.
Right. Anything from this evening that sticks out to you guys? Just in general.
There was so much to digest. Let me think.
Hines, you look like you had a little something.
I'm trying to compose my thoughts. Do you have anything to start us off with? What was your takeaway?
I think
Or
I
what did you
do.
notice?
Yeah, so as far as like vibe in the crowd, it was because we had a few title changes this show, right? And each one that did happen, it was an instant. It's one of my favorite chants, but just that "you deserve it" chant. There were a few of those that night, and it makes you think like, just we as fans, we get that payoff when we're watching the storylines and seeing stuff happen, and our favorite wrestler, they have a setback or something. You're like, man, I want him to get that spot. I want him to get that spotlight, that title eventually. And then when they finally do, you feel great and it's amazing. But then when you take a second and think how they must feel, it adds a whole new perspective to it. So when we did have our really, big moments, title changes that did happen tonight, that was something that always resonated good with me, was that crowd reaction and just the instant, you deserve that, dog. Like, really, you do.
Who's your biggest "you deserve it" of the night?
Ashton Adonis for sure.
Okay, Ashton
sure.
Adonis.
That's a good
Ashton,
one.
that's my
Yeah.
one. That's my one, man.
I'm with
Steven
Alan.
Steele.
Yeah, I've been waiting on that
Steven
one. That's a good one too,
Yeah.
man. Shoot.
Mine is actually going to be who we're going to talk about next, Shalance.
Oh,
Three.
yeah.
See, we got three different. I like this. Yeah.
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 What a pleasure to see Shalance back. Singles match, stipulation, Sunday night special. I know you guys got to catch up with her a little bit after the show.
Yeah.
How was it getting to see Shalance? How's Shalance feeling after this match?
First off, it was great to see her again. I know that when I talked to her,
And she'll actually talk to us a little now.
yeah, she will
I
actually.
mean, she's the diva that she is. She's not really changed in that way.
Yeah,
But she does talk to us a little now.
a little. but I mean, she got to put somebody through a table.
Yeah.
That was a first for her.
Really?
Yeah.
As accomplished as she's been.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
That's what she told me. She was like,
Really?
I got to put somebody through a table. I was a little bit nervous when I got into it, but I decided
Now,
we're
if it was
we're just
any of
gonna do
these
it.
other guys, if this is some of these other jokers, I'd say you're getting worked. With Shalance, I feel like she's being genuine.
I felt like she was being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But maybe it's just because of all of us here in the podcast, I'm the only one that got to sing with her. So,
So
that's
far.
just me. So far.
Brian Allen, you've kind of been around, the podcast and stuff more now.
Yep.
What was it like to kind of, after the show ends, kind of soak up that energy inside of the arena?
It's so. I was talking about this earlier today to a friend, telling him about OVW and kind of just tough love and how it is after those shows, especially after those premium events. It's such a cool feeling that where else can you really get it? Where you watch these performers, super talented, super athletic. Some of the people at the top of their game, some of the most athletic, most talented people you'll see in a real life setting that you share a room with. And when it's all said and done, the show's done and it's concluded, and the performances were great. To be able to go, talk to them and see their biggest fans go, get their merch, get stuff signed, take the pictures. You can't do that in a lot of the other wrestling promotions. I mean, like not even close, especially the ones people really dream of, like WWE and AEW. It's like you're a spectator with all of it,
Sure.
all the promotions, but you really feel a part of it, man, when you're in Hot Point and that post-show time when you get to connect with the people you're keeping up with, man. I mean, you're watching their story on screen, but you're watching their story on like just their life too play out.
Yeah.
It's amazing, really.
Well, and this was a hot night too.
Yeah,
it was kind of for a Sunday night. It was short and sweet, but there was a
Yeah.
lot of action to talk about.
It was.
You guys know me. I'm a sucker for this. We're in like a no DQ match, kind of got street fight vibes. We're in the boots and the jeans. I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all it really takes.
That's cool.
That's all it really
Yeah.
takes in a match like that. I just want to see boots and jeans, maybe like a flannel shirt. That's a good look.
That's a good point.
Your shirt from the merch stand, except for with no sleeves, that's also a good street fight look. But I thought that these ladies rose to the occasion here. Heinz, what?
Yeah.
Anything about this match that stuck out to you other than the table spot?
Just seeing Shalance fired up after Noelle getting 2 wins over her and watching her take out those aggressions and get the win. Just it's not often you get to see somebody beat somebody with a cookie sheet.
Yeah, the cookie sheet was.
But I would like to see more cookie sheet beatings. There you go.
Yeah, she got it out.
No, that was it. It was just, you could tell that she had a lot of frustration that she needed to take out, and Noelle got every bit of it.
Don't want to make this too one-sided, though. I was really impressed by Noelle's kind of like brawling ability.
Yeah, that was the first time we'd seen that from her.
Yeah.
She's been in that situation, that scenario, and she's no slouch. She held her
she's
own.
not,
Hit
yeah.
Shalance with a double fish hooks, and she. I expect to see more of this from her at some point.
It's a different skill set than being a wrestler and being a brawler. It just it's similar but not the same. So I was very, very impressed with Noelle here. I thought this was. I mean, we're looking at 2 really fun, great matches to start this off.
Yeah.
Basically returning Shalance. Let's not even call it returning. Let's just calling it returning to grace. Shalance.
Yeah.
Getting her win back.
It's her comeback tour.
Yeah. A potential challenger anywhere she goes. And Noelle, after the past few months that she's been having, she's not far behind reaching that status herself.
Yeah, she's right there
She's
with
getting
her.
those wins now, man.
Yeah, great little match. Shalance takes the victory, obviously, as we've said. About 3, whichever one of you guys wants to take it away. This was a huge moment from the night.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It sure was, man.
Do you want to go for it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
paper, rock, scissors.
Paper,
We
rock,
could.
scissors.
Yeah, we could do it. That's
Ready?
our thing. Yep.
paper, rock, scissors, shoot.
Alrighty.
You got it.
Let's
Rock,
do
beat,
it.
scissors, every day.
Somewhere,
Yep.
head referee Daniel Spencer is just smiling down.
Hey,
Man,
speaking
yeah.
of comebacks, good to see Daniel back.
Yeah.
It really
I
was.
feel like it's been a while.
It was good to see him, man. I love that game when he just with the crowd. That's
Yeah,
the small stuff, man.
If you're not
kids.
familiar and you haven't been to OVW live at Davis Arena, head referee Daniel Spencer will play paper, rock, scissors with people in the crowd. He's remarkably good, so watch out.
I do have a winning record against him. That's why I
Really?
won't play him
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, I see.
You said no more. I'm done. I'm keeping.
Yeah, I think I'm up 1-0. Thank you, Daniel.
That's enough. That's enough.
Oh, about 3 of the night, man. Like you said, this one was jam packed with interesting on both sides, really. We get our tag champs returning, Jack Vaughn, Donovan Cecil, which we haven't seen in a little bit. It's been we didn't see him for a few weeks. And on the other side, you had a duo we've seen a good amount these few weeks, except Maximo, he missed one day, but they've had a lot going on, man.
Yep.
And it felt like this night, me and you, Heinz, we were talking. It's like this feels like the night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of we might see a wrap on these two on the relationship, but from what carried over on Rise when it seemed like they were kind of pairing, patching stuff up. It carried over to this night. They're still doing their matching, just looking good, man. When they come out with their matching colors and patterns, and I was hyping you up. I'm saying that's a jacket you'd wear.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
kind of
we did have
pattern.
that talk. That was definitely
Yeah.
a jacket that I would wear.
Yeah.
Always dressed to the nines, those two.
I don't really know what to make of that because I also felt like that's a jacket I would wear.
Well, we could all wear that jacket.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe-
I don't like.
Chapman doesn't join in large groups.
No, I don't like wearing the same thing other people wear.
I
Like clothes?
feel that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I got to stand out enough. That's the mindset.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I get
exactly.
that.
we're
No, I get
all
that.
wearing shirts. Is this a problem for us?
I mean, mine. I look a lot better than you guys do.
You look good.
That's so like especially when I was in my 20s, I was playing music and like my guitar player and I would often get the same free shirts from places and show up, and he lived closer to the venues than I did, and I would always just be like, no, you got to go back home, dude. We were wearing the
can't do
exact
this.
same shirt.
Yeah.
Like I just can't do it. It's you gotta stand
You
out.
do got to stand out.
Yeah.
You got to do the stand out check. It's like, am I standing out enough? I mean, I can't.
It doesn't
I get
mean you
it.
have
I
to
can't
look
assimilate
ridiculous all the
Right,
time
right.
or anything.
Right.
Well,
that is
I-
fun to do, though. That is fun to do.
Unfortunately, some of us can't help it.
Some of us can't help it so much we don't get out from behind the camera.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Malachi like
Hey,
that.
hey.
I would never.
That is a deduction. Shame on you. Shame.
So, OVW Tag Championship
Yes.
match. What'd you guys think of this?
It was every bit of emotional, aggressive, really as you could want out of this match, man.
Biggest pop of the night?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
From where I was sitting. From where I was
Next
sitting.
to, I do feel is another. What were you?
I don't think it was the biggest pop of the night, but it was definitely.
You probably go with Steven. Still.
Yeah, that's just
Because
me.
that was my second.
We'll
that was
get
my-
to that later.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Neck and neck as far as that goes. This was the one match I was really worried about because I still kind of had it deep down in my gut that we were going to see a falling out between Los Desafíos,
It
Maximo
felt certain.
Suave, Hoda Peso, and I even leaned over and told you that.
Yeah, it felt certain.
But the more like that was going into it, but as we got a little bit into this match, a few minutes in, I felt like internally for me, like the tide was turning. Like I sat there and waited for there to be a misunderstanding or something happened that would cause one of them to turn on the other based on the series of events leading up to this. But we get it a little bit further to the match. I felt like it was about 50-50. Either it's going to be one way or the other. Either we're going to have a falling out between those two, or they're going to win the tag team
No in between.
championship. Yeah.
That's a great way to describe it, man.
Looking back on the broadcast, there were just so many moments where they were showing you the size difference in between these. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Noticeable
which
for
is-
sure.
Yeah,
It's huge,
And
yeah.
I mean, we all know like we can look, like, we have eyes. We've been to the arena. We've met all of these guys, right? They've
Yeah.
sat in the studio.
Most of them have been in this very room.
Every single one of them has.
Oh yeah, of those 4, yeah, all 4 of them have
Yes.
been here.
So, like, we know, and we also know, like, what wrestling is, and, like, Donovan Cecil's supposed to be the Jag guy, and Jack Vaughn's supposed to be this, and, you know, we have, like, the Rush Division tag team guys. Like, we know what we're supposed to expect.
Yeah.
There was never a moment. Every time they showed me the differences, every time they showed me the contrast between these two teams in the broadcast, I felt more confident looking back on it in believing in Los Desafios in the arena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that they were telling you, without telling you, without words, you know, that this is Los Desafios' night. Also, you know, couple that with the kind of inconspicuous absence of our tag team champions over the last few weeks.
That is
Yeah.
definitely an element too.
Reading tea leaves, reading into tea leaves. Sometimes things like this happens around a title.
Yeah.
Is like they're just not on TV for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then they have to go drop the title.
Yeah.
And
Well, this brings me to the question I was going to ask, because we do know that the finish saw Donovan accidentally
He's speared.
spearing Jack Vaughn. So we wondered if Los Desafios was going to crack up this whole match. Do we think we're finally going to get to see Donovan Cecil and Jack Vaughn in a one-on-one program that we've been trying to get since they were playing Connect 4 last summer?
I would like to see more Connect 4.
I do, and here's why. The tournament's concluded. They don't have anywhere else to go. They can't worm themselves back into like number 1 contendership without like, you know, I guess maybe a rematch clause or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that does come up later on.
It does. But again, I'm not really understanding the OVW rulebook after the last couple of weeks. Okay, I think there's some glaring inconsistencies that could be addressed.
Can we get
That's
our
fair.
hands on a copy of the OVW rulebook?
I believe that the same Finnish people who used to help me with Fan Zone Live may have come up with some of their rules, so
I
can
see.
make it a little challenging. Finnish is a complicated language.
Well, I can reach out. I have some contacts in the Finnish community, so
Yes.
I'll see what I can do.
No, you just hit the finish and then it's 1, 2, 3. It's really easy. Los Desafios take home the victory. Congratulations.
Yes.
Well
Yes.
deserved.
Congrats.
Hopefully
Yes.
this one lasts a little bit longer than the
Yes.
last one.
Yes.
They
please.
got hosed the last time.
No transitional.
So do you think the fact that both of them jumped on Jack Vaughn at the finish for the count may come back to bite them?
No.
No.
That's teamwork, baby.
It was a cool
Okay.
finishing touch.
It was
to
a
me.
cool
Yeah.
finishing touch.
And it did make the dream work, so.
Yes.
He is the kaiju. He is the monster. You got to take him down any way you can. Okay? It's just the way. It's the way of the world.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's talk about another kind of, I guess, you mentioned your biggest moment of the night, one of your biggest moments of the night, this match for the media championship. So why don't you take it away, Brad?
Yeah, absolutely. So the bifecta finally have a. This is it's much like a dynamic with Los Desafios where it's brewing. We're brewing to this tough love, man, where we're gonna have a match with the title on the line, and not just the title, but like is the relationship here, this tag team deal, is that on the line as well? Is that something that's gonna still be appearing after the night's over? Well, Star Rider gets put into the mix for this triple threat, and it's weird. See, this goes back to Christmas Chaos and the finish that Star Rider did not agree with. This was also kind of I guess you could say a conclusion to that, but
Yeah.
Just again, so kind of like with last match, a lot going on here, right? When they do their entrances, and it's a title match, so we're being specific. We have the spotlight out, lights go down, and we're announcing the wrestlers, the challengers,
that.
and the defender. Yeah, that never gets old in any promotion, especially in OVW. It is so cool to see every time. I just noticed Astrid, man. He had this look and movement to him. I was like, he's gonna do what it takes tonight to get that title, man, get that singles title. Something again. I don't know if that was just me feeling that, but I just saw something special out of him in that moment. And then when that bell rung, man, you just saw all these this build-up from, I mean, they've had matches leading up to this where you had Star Rider versus Ashton, Star Rider versus Jake Lawless, Star Rider and Evil Z with, versus the Bifecta. So, he had all these matches leading up to this, and this felt like a perfect sum of it all.
Yeah.
For me.
A way to kind of put a bow on it.
Yeah, that was it. Because as soon as that bell rang, these guys were going at it.
Yeah, I felt going into this, there was a decent chance it was still going to be business as usual with Lawless and Ashton Adonis working together for the most part. And Star Rider was kind of behind the 8 ball as far as that goes, 2-on-1. But when the gold's on the line, it's never really truly 2-on-1 as far as that goes. You might work together with somebody to weaken the third person, but ultimately it's every man for themselves in this case. Didn't see a whole lot of conflict between Ashton Adonis and Jake Lawless during this match. There were times when they were about to crash into each other, and they both put their hands up like, whoa, we're good. But it ultimately doesn't end that way. We were talking during this match. I had noticed, and I don't know if you could really see it on TV. It was one of those things where you just kind of had to be there. It's like the little details that you see in person up close with your own eyes that you don't always get translated into the program that you might watch at your house after the fact. And having been there in person and watched this, did you notice that Jake Lawless had his chest hair was shaved into like a heart shape?
I'm so glad you pointed that out to me that night.
It was roughly about the size of this cookie right here. This is left over from Valentine's Day weekend. I was out and somebody had made these homemade cookies.
I think that cookie's got some hair sticking out of it too, ironically enough. So.
I'll eat it anyway.
Oh, gross. Oh, gross.
But it was like right here, and all I gotta say is it must be nice. As a guy who has 7 chest hairs, and the women call you patches. I'm kidding. The women don't call me. But anyway, that was one of those little.
Well, ladies, I know that Valentine's Day is over, but size 13 shoes. So might start getting
big
calls.
Feet problems, man.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
But yeah, just little things like that.
Humble brag over here.
The big.
Wait, I totally missed whatever.
No, some big feet problems, because we were talking about that too. Size 13 feet,
big feet energy.
Big feet, big shoes.
Yes, big. Yep.
Large socks.
Yeah.
Magnum socks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't think I've seen Brian Hines make that face before.
I haven't really had a whole lot of reason to, but thanks a pant load, Chet. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Anyway, getting back into it, opportunity knocks, opportunity presents itself. Ashton Adonis pins Jake Lawless after Star Rider does the dirty work. What's he hit him with off the top rope? What's that called? I can't remember off the top of my head because you guys have me a little rattled.
I've been made sure to go back on the broadcast because they dropped what it was. I was going to say coup de grace,
That's what I thought it was.
But that's what it is.
It's a super. Ashcraft called it not the superstar, man. Yeah, cut the volume up. Let's see.
I'm not going to turn the volume up, but I did turn the captions on.
I don't remember. I can't be honest. I don't remember what he called it.
I don't remember.
It was cool.
But
it was cool.
Either way, Star Rider puts in the work, hits him with the Star Destroyer.
That's it.
And then
dope.
Adonis knocks him out of the ring, takes advantage of the situation, pins his soon-to-be former tag team partner and member of the Trifecta, and is now the new media champion, the new OVW media champion. He looked great out there this week. He really did.
Yep.
I caught up with a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a while after the show, but caught up with Ashton for just a few brief moments.
Yeah, so did I. It was the first time I got a chance to talk to him.
Smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I had this kind of moment too where I guess it was right after Morley got involved. And I spoke to Eric Surge and Ashton Adonis later on that evening. I think it was like the first show after the big announcement, right?
Yeah.
And Ashton Adonis and Eric Surge both kept using this phrase, new era, new era. There was kind of this moment talking to Ashton with that gold around his waist where I was like, finally, Ashton's kind of getting his new era moment.
Yeah, he is.
Being tag champs is great. Singles gold, that's another.
Is this the first time he's held a title in OVW?
He
Since
was
we've
tag
been
team
Other than the
champion.
tags,
A
as far
singles
as I know.
title.
But yeah, I believe singles title, yes.
Yeah. Well, good for you, man. Well deserved. Well deserved.
I also caught up with the kindest boy in the world.
You did?
Yeah,
Good.
He was like, he came up to me. He had like a new energy. He had like a new confidence to him. You know.
Yeah, all the kids had grown like a foot.
all the kids have like
Yeah.
a new kind of confidence to him. He comes up to me. He says, because I got usually he comes up to me, right? He kind of big time me a little bit. And I was like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, haven't seen you in a while. I was like,
Too cool for school.
I was like, yeah, I haven't seen you in a while either. He goes, I got a cell phone and a girlfriend, and then just walked off.
Oh my
This has
God.
been your kindest boy in the world update.
So now I could kind of see where the swag came from.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Yeah.
he's probably feeling in his little boy world. That's like, what else could you want? I guess.
Right?
A cell
Good
phone.
question. That's it.
You know,
And a
I don't
girlfriend.
know. PS5. He probably has one of those too.
I'm sure he
You
does.
know, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was just so funny because he's still a sweetheart. But
Yeah.
he really was like walking around like a 15-year-old boy that just had his first kiss or so. He was just like, woo. His shoulders were so broad.
Who knows? Maybe he did. It was Valentine's Day the day before. Maybe he and his new girl went out and had a nice Valentine's Day lit dinner, or went to whatever the kids do nowadays. I don't know.
The skating rink,
The Chinese buffet.
the Chinese buffet.
Yeah, no, Chinese buffet.
No, but it was very fun. I also caught up with Roy and Sherry.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
I got
it
to
was
see
great
them
to
too.
see them. Yeah, really.
It was strange to be back because so you guys all rode together. I rode separately, and I was there with my cousin Weston and his girlfriend Mia and his friends Austin and Jared,
Who are a lot of fun. I met
who
them
are a
for
lot
the
of
first
fun.
time.
They drove all
Yeah,
the
they're
way
great.
from Columbus, Ohio, and we had seats on the corner across from the ramp. And I got there first before you guys. And, you know, like you said, it's been a while since we've all been there together. And I've been there a little bit here and there since then, but not really a whole lot. I try to go on the premium live event
Yep.
days. And if I can go other days, I'm absolutely there every single time. But it's been a minute. So I got in and I sat down next to him, and I was just trying to like catch up because I hadn't seen him since probably Christmas Chaos. He was there for that. And it will never not be strange for me, like just to have people from that whole side, like the hard camp side, like, you know, stand up and like say hi and wave, and it's just always going to be a surreal experience for me that anybody really, you know, gives us their time. They
It's
sit
cool.
and listen to us on a weekly basis. They come and
Speaking-
check
It's
us at
appreciated
the
so
fan
much.
zone. Look, I just saw us in the Tough Love, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I can
They,
run
they,
that
they
back
came
real
by
quick. I
that
haven't
corner a
seen-
few times.
They did.
There is something that I think we do need to bring up here. I'm sitting here and just happened to notice. Today is Fan Zone, inspiration for the Fan Zone, Jason's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Looks to be.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I mean, we've said this before. It's kind of even beyond inspiration for the fan zone. Jason was like one of the first people to pull us out of complete oblivion, complete obscurity.
Yeah.
And discover us.
and
yeah.
discover us, and has done a ton in terms of you know, getting us connected to potential fans or existing fans and helping out with the fan zone. He made us those belts over we're the belts right here. They were over there last
Those are
week.
sick, man.
Yeah.
He didn't make the one of our logo, but he made the other. He had the other two made, right? So Jason's just been a big supporter of us and a good friend to us over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Jason!
Yeah.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday. And we can't thank you enough for everything that you've done and all that you do.
Absolutely.
And I was kind of trying to figure my way around how to get to this we've only got a couple more matches to cover while we're reminiscing, while we're talking about people that we met. I met Heat and Heel for the first time. Y'all have been friends for a while.
Yes.
I just had the pleasure.
Yeah,
this
it was
past
great
week.
to meet them in person.
Yeah, I've got stickers from them
Yes,
that
we
they
got.
made and all kinds of stuff. But they gave us. We're gonna go ahead and go through
Yes.
this big box of stuff that they gave us.
Oh,
Yes.
we're gonna pause here for an unboxing.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's a thing within a thing. And you know how I feel about stuff like that.
Thing within a thing. That's
Yeah.
It's always fun, man. What are the fun box? So we were seeing these around the arena.
Yeah, that's a
What
great
episode
poster.
And these were and these were super cool. I mean,
I like the fact that they brought back the old school wrestling flyer. It doesn't have to be
That's
like
it.
big cardboard. It doesn't have to be high dollar. Just something simple, standard that lets you know, hey, wrestling is going to be coming to a place near you. You should go check it out. Gives all the information on it, and we'll have to maybe like hang that up here. in the
yeah. I mean,
studio or
honestly, we should.
They should have
Yeah.
gotten a current
sick.
picture of T-Dub though. He's not in the.
Oh, and
turkey.
this.
that was my only complaint was
And we
Thomas
missed, where in
Tita
the world,
Bolton
where's T-Dub been? He's just
been
languishing.
2 weeks now.
on the
Yeah.
farm, man, with the rest of the turkeys, because he can't get out of the suit.
Turkeys only exist one time a year.
That's not true. I mean, come on.
You're right. Twice Christmas as well.
Birds aren't real. We settled this.
You settled it with yourself.
Okay.
I tend to think birds are real.
That's a good question.
What else
I mean, yeah, that's
What else we got in this box?
Let's see what else we got
So-
in this
So far,
box,
we've got a
man.
flyer that Heat and Heel did not do. Oh, look.
So this this was
Malachi's shirt.
Malachi's shirt. Yes,
Yeah, Malachi, they made you
that's
the
all
shirt.
for you, man.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes,
rather,
that's for you. That is yours. They made that for you.
I didn't get to see it. yet.
Malachi's got a strange expression on his face.
So,
Aw, I think
when-
That's nice.
I think he's touched a little
you,
bit.
Yes.
you got him in the fields. You really did.
That's awesome. Now we're gonna
It doesn't happen
get
all
that
the
to
time.
you, man.
No,
Here, you wanna-
It really
I can
doesn't.
toss. I can do a toss.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you want to maybe thank Heat and Heel for making you your own custom shirt when you'll barely speak on this podcast?
You said it so eloquently for me.
Got
fair.
nailed him.
And that's Malachi.
He's
for
a-
you.
So
Got a
this,
reveal for me,
you
too,
guys
huh?
brought this box back and did not look in it until now because
man.
you wanted the authentic reaction to what was inside of it.
Yes.
Seriously, though, thank you.
This is like a cool, like old school punk rock.
It
shirt.
is.
I've
yes.
seen some
Have
of
you
this,
seen
but I really.
one?
Oh wow!
Yeah, that feels
Okay.
Jackman-y. That feels like that belongs with Jackman.
I don't know.
That's
Might
all
be a
you,
little.
man.
Might be a little short. A little small, but.
Oh, you want to show your belly. You
think I
want to
do.
show your belly off.
I'm trying to get rid of my belly.
In case you missed
Yeah,
it,
that says
hard.
"Have fun, love wrestling." On it.
Last
Kind of,
week,
like,
I
spray
love
paint.
that.
on the fan zone, I revealed that I had a shirt, and the shirt that I got was from Heat and Heel, and then I knew that they had already had these things in the works, but I didn't really say much about them, so I have no idea what's in this box.
It's good that. So we got the Heat and Heel hat, man.
Ooh.
That is
got
such
the
a
lid.
great hat.
That's a
Yeah.
great design, dude.
That
Like,
is dope.
And we've got a certified hat guy now, as of about 2 months ago. Certified hat guy over here.
Yeah.
Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds.
That was, there you
Is
go.
it fitted? It is
It
fitted.
is.
Okay, I've got a pretty big noggin, and
sure do too, man.
I haven't like really cut my hair, so it's been long for a long time. But I think that this is even like too. We'll try it on. Hold on.
You good?
What else is in there, Alan?
Yeah.
We got.
keep
Yeah.
going.
Let's do it.
I know
Yeah.
who that goes to. I think we all know who that goes to.
Oh,
Is that a...
yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
did know that.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I did see that a while ago. He sent that to me. I talked to them practically every
cool.
day, and he was like, "Hey, man, I found something, and I know that this is right up your alley." And sure enough, it is a jigsaw puzzle of the movie poster for Animal House.
Oh, I thought that needed to get rid. I thought it was 500 days past due at Blockbuster or something.
Wow, yeah, this
This
is
would be a little more than that.
Yeah.
this is a big hat. I mean,
That looks good, man.
look at how much
Do you see how? Are you kidding me?
This hat
I
guy.
can fit both of my hands on the sides of my head and in this hat and still be
Yeah,
wearing.
you can let your hair down, wear it, and everything.
Yeah, hold on.
That's tough, man.
I'm so glad we got
killed it.
that head shake on camera. Can I just tell you? Oh, what do we got here?
Oh, this was mine, man. Hold on. Let's get it unfolded.
Oh yeah, that's you, man.
They
Right.
noticed I was a Star Wars fan, and they're Heat and Heel, they're
Ooh.
big Star Wars fans too. And I'm
Nice.
like, that's just cool, man. What else is there to say?
Very cool. Very
It is
cool.
awesome, man. Caleb and Michaela, y'all are appreciated so much.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's very
you really are.
It's in this realm. It's been, especially with wrestling, and on the smaller scale side where art and merch can be hard for people to get. When they're the talent, this stuff's appreciated so much, man. I haven't seen this one. Oh, this was yours.
It's
Yeah.
a Jackman's not on social
I said
media.
this one's perfect, dude.
Look at the Jackman Oates logo. It has a logo.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, no, I knew. I was like, dude, you don't know how much he's gonna love that one.
Oh, that's so fucking
So
cool, guys.
I did know about that one because they asked me for a little help. Like, what could we do for Jackman? We want to make something for everybody, but what is it that specifically Jackman would really enjoy? And I said, if you can hook him up with any kind of shirt, any kind of merch that says I'm not on social media, he will love you forever. And so from Heat and Heel.
Yeah, this was definitely like one of the early ideas for
Yeah.
a Jackman Oaks T-shirt on the podcast.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so thank you guys. That's
Yeah,
so
that one's
cool.
sick.
I am very touched.
What's that say?
I didn't get a look yet, but
Shut
it's
up
time for
and
the
wrestle?
camera.
Shut up wreling is real or
Yeah, it says Heal
Shut
for
up in your
Life.
face.
Says Heal for Life on the back, and Shut Up Wrestling is on the front. That's a cool
Yeah,
punk
that
rock shirt
back
too.
stuff too.
Yeah.
These are
You guys
these gotta go
crushed it.
platinum. Yeah, they did.
I mean, in that
there's
box,
a lot. There's more in this box than I was expecting.
Last
I may have-
item, we're good.
Yeah, tell me
We're
about
good.
it.
Woo. Last but not least, but we got a.
Uh-oh.
Me? That
I
was
think
me.
there may have been
That
a
was me.
bonus
I got it.
album.
Okay.
I am not surprised at all because they are really, really good like that.
Yeah, Heat and Heal.
Yeah.
Woo.
And on the back it says Bad Guy.
Bad guy.
Hell
I
yeah,
love it.
that's awesome.
I love it. That was my little case I
I just
dropped.
want to make sure we didn't drop anything else.
Yeah, there's a
that's
yellow
important.
circle at your feet, Jackman.
Golden circle.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
It's only
okay.
a little
I thought that came
container.
out of the box.
Oh no, that'd be cool though.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
helping us with it. Every
as fun
time.
as that was, where were we in this whole premium live event?
We are actually
We-
on bout 5. I have it marked here.
Yes,
so.
the handicap.
Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you
Seriously.
so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you again,
Yes,
Heat and
no,
Heel.
you
That
all
was
are
lovely.
amazing.
Yes, thank you so much. This to me was the match of the night. I mean, there was not a weak match in this card, in this evening. Each match was, I mean, you have times when not everything is up to snuff. This was not one of those times. The curveball that we got hit with at the end of Rise, where Dustin Jackson gets to name the stipulation, and the stipulation is a handicap match. Dustin Jackson, Anthony Totelli, and the Shocker, Cow Hero against Steven Steele.
That's this one, right? Or
Yeah,
which one? How do
Yeah.
you do? Is it this?
it's one of these right here.
That's
No?
not-
Oh,
it's-
okay.
It's 2 in the and 1 in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wondered how this was going to go. People have, or they're, it's just kind of hard to express all the things that I felt about this match.
Absolutely.
Well, let's start at number 1. What did you feel the most?
It was like watching the end of Old Yeller, watching Cal's face, his expressions. He didn't want to wrestle as part of the good side of that handicap match. It looked like it pained him anytime he had to participate. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that to Steven Steele. Over the course of the last few weeks, even though they may have not seen eye to eye in the very beginning, they've become fast friends. I mean,
They have,
they were
man.
training buddies on Rise.
A montage.
He's been pushing Steven Steele to do better in the ring. Pushed him a little bit too far, and he kind of pooped himself, but that's beside the point. I felt awful for Steven Steele. I felt worse for Cow Hero for being in that position. But at the same time, that side of things was one part. And the pendulum swings to the other side. And that made me want to pull for Steven Steele even more. And that was the whole story of this match for me. It was like Cal's heart was breaking as this match is going on, knowing that he has to go in there and actively work against his friend and sometimes tag team partner, or he will never get a chance to wrestle Dustin Jackson for the title ever again. Until the title changes hands anyway.
Yeah. That was beautifully said, man.
Well, thanks. I try.
Seriously, man, that captured it all.
Brian Allen, you got.
Yeah. Oh no, thank you so much. That captured I'm serious, dude. That was it.
It really did.
Like, from all the elements, from not just the wrestling. The wrestling was fantastic, of course, but I mean the facial expressions and just how they played into, how they're gonna make it where Cal actually helps this guy who he's just been. They've been going at it for months, man, and he can't. It's the ultimate bad spot to be in. He doesn't want to turn on his guy and go too hard. The guy, they had a montage together. When you have a montage with somebody, like
That's serious.
That's serious. That's serious stuff. And then you got to wrestle him days later. It tugged at your at the strings, man. The emotions. It really did. And just how they.
It was a heartbreaker.
That was.
Woman?
I think I'm good, but thank you.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it does look yummy. That was cool. I'm sorry. That was
I tried.
But you felt, the sympathy for Steve, and you felt the sympathy for Cal, and then you felt the just hate for Dirty Dustin, man, and Anthony. He's a hard guy to hate, man.
Boy, people were pissed at him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and at the end of it, especially, just everybody killed the role here, and you don't even got to touch on the wrestling. Just how Anthony, even at the end, was like, Dirty Dustin, you're almost a little too dirty for me now, man. like, you know what I mean? And Dustin, looking around as the whole arena was just giving it to him.
Giving him the business.
Yeah. And even he was like, damn, you know what? And maybe he had a thought in there, like, maybe I have been a little mean, just a little bit. It was amazing segment all around, man.
I never thought Dustin was going to be able to get to these heights in terms of people disliking him this much.
Right?
It's hard to, man.
I really didn't. Especially at the beginning of this, it's like, it's the Dustin Jackson paint by numbers heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
That's gone. That's gone.
Yeah.
He has exceeded. He's exceeded that and exceeded a lot of people's expectations of him, and I guess kind of, it's a heel. That's why he won it the way that he won it. He didn't even have to have a match for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just the champion ipso facto because of mischievous deeds.
Yes.
He just healed his way all the way into it.
That's a really good point, and that's kind of where my head was going when you brought that up. But with that being said, in terms of our time as a podcast, this to me feels like it is just as big a heel moment or Dustin Jackson in this situation as anybody else. I can't think of. I mean, it feels like it's right up there with Beaches and Cream and Linda Kay. That was pretty rough. It feels like it's right up there with Doug being revealed as the mask behind the Masked Men and ultimately the Revolution.
What
do you think?
The Doug thing was a very within kayfabe response from the audience. Mm-hmm. When Beaches and Cream were the two baddest dudes in the locker room, I don't know that was a kayfabe, 100% kayfabe response from the audience.
Yeah.
I think that there was some legitimate hurt feelings and some legitimate.
There was heat upon heat.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess that would be. They're equal but different, and your two examples in my mind are equal but different. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
But Dustin is he's found himself kind of in between the two of them in a way. I think more kayfabe, but that's a testament to him because there were people at the beginning of this who, just because they didn't like Cal so much, I thought we were going to have the heel as the good guy. Well, not as
that's
the good,
what you mean.
but
the heel
based on
get cheered.
It's the more, which at first we were there, but now
he's worked very hard to eliminate that, and the booking has worked very hard to eliminate that. And I think that's honestly, it served Dustin great. It served Cal even better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has, man. The thank you Dustin chants, they're gone. You don't really hear them no more.
No.
I also thought that this was everything you could want out of a Steven Steele performance.
Absolutely. I did too.
Yeah.
He's in peril. He's in danger. He's still funny. He's still great.
He is.
He plays sympathy so incredibly specifically and nichely and on the nose for him and for his character. And it's been fantastic to see. It's been a lot of fun to see how much he's changed with small tweaks that have really rebuilt who he is and what he does. But then, it's also kind of business as usual with Steven Steele too.
Yeah.
It's downward facing dog and it's still he's walked such a fine line between keeping the things that people loved about him when he was taking the Rush division by storm and has added new things, slightly modified other things, and sometimes changed nothing on other things, and now is in the main event or heavyweight title picture.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
He's not competed for the heavyweight title yet. He's not going, but he's in the picture.
Yeah, he is.
The same way Anthony Toatelli.
Yeah, the same conversation, the same ring, the same room as far as those guys. And how fitting was it that it worked against him? It backfired on Dustin Jackson, that he thought he had all the angles covered by making not only keeping Cal out of the equation and neutralizing him from helping, but rather weaponizing him and making him get on the other side of the ring and compete against Steven Steele, which he didn't want to do. But Steven Steele finds a way to win the match and pin him. There could not be a better end to that match. There really could not have been. If there is, I'd love to hear it.
This was your pop of the night.
Absolutely.
This was what you mentioned earlier was your pop of
Yes.
the night.
This was it.
It
was also my shot from whenever I go to Davis Arena, I always take a picture and post it on Facebook. This was my view from the office.
Okay.
That night.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I actually don't blame you at all. As this match went on, it became more and more clear that Steven Steele had to win here.
Yeah. Had to.
Had to.
And he did.
Yes, he
And
did.
we will see Cal versus Dustin Jackson for the OVW Heavyweight Championship at March Mayhem. That was announced.
Was it really? I missed that.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Oh, wow.
At the table,
Wow,
yep.
That was
boy,
announced at the end
that'll
of the
be
match.
something.
Yeah, because Dustin won it, or because Steven won.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was just caught up in the
No, you're
match
good.
itself, the wonder
Yeah.
of the match itself.
Brian Allen, our penultimate match of the evening. Take us away, please.
Oh yeah. So the last few bouts between these ladies, a J Rod and a Lila Feist, not Lila Hall. We ended in DQs. Lila was up to some pretty evil antics. They're getting eviler, like by the more evil by the match.
I mean,
each
she's
appearance.
not quite reached evil genius
yeah,
status
yeah,
yet.
not there. More petty. Is that more?
Yeah. She'll
Not
key
quite
your,
evil, but-
she'll key your car or something.
Yeah, but that's pretty evil though, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Throwing-
But she's there.
Yeah,
at this point.
throwing
Yeah.
salt in somebody's eyes, and then hitting the referee in the junk, and just being like, "I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
all
out. I'm
this."
done.
That's great.
She
That's
said
classic.
Dallas, has a pre-existing condition. She was like, I had nothing to do with me. That was crazy line. But, J Rod, finally gets her in this realm of, we just got ladders, no DQ this time. What's going to save you? And again, we get the cool moment. The lights go down, and it's a championship match, and J Rod's letting loose. I mean, she has a bone to pick, man. She has some get back to be getting to, and it.
I'm sure that entering into this, J-Rod thought, oh, finally, I've got Leela where I want her. There's no two ways around this one. The person who wins is the person who climbs this.
Yeah.
No DQs can go both ways.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because as you could see, our Feist Phantoms came out to lend a little hand. So Leela, still up to these tricks, this trickery.
Yeah.
And it was good. It's always good to see those guys. But J Rod let them have it, and they were broken after she was done.
Very fun and physical match, even
Yeah.
prior to them getting involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ladder match. That thing is real. That thing is not made of rubber.
Nope.
It is
Yeah.
the same one you're getting from Lowe's or Home Depot or Harbor
Yeah,
Freight.
If you're going to clean your gutters,
Yeah.
it's a real ladder. It
what-
is not like a gimmick or a prop or whatever.
And
Yeah.
when we were there, I had to point that out to you, how it wasn't like those other promotions. Because when J-Rod knocked it over and hit the mat, it was a rock. There was no bounce like you see with those other ladders used.
Yeah.
So, no joke what these ladies were getting into, man.
Poor Charlene.
Yeah. Yes.
Taking the powder to the face.
Yeah, the powder did come out pretty early.
Yeah.
from J-Rod. Oh man, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't for lack of trying. She pulled
Oh
out
man.
all the stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough. I mean, Leela Feist has been a
She's a piece of work.
She's been a fun champion to watch. I don't think that she's been as like resounding of a champion as like J-Rod was.
Right, and that's hard to beat.
No.
That's
right.
hard to get there.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard, and you basically have to be J-Rod
Yeah.
to get there. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to look like that and be like that and have that kind of background. And not a lot of people do. And guess what? There's 1,000 different ways to be a wrestler too.
She
So,
put her
yeah.
own stank on
yeah,
it.
she
Yeah.
put her own.
Yeah. That's it.
But especially now with the Feist Phantoms, I think that Leela is finding herself in. I think she's finding herself in the territory where she's going to hold that belt for a long time.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. They almost kind of remind me of the Acolytes from back in the day. It was JBL and Ron Simmons, right?
Ron Simmons,
Yeah.
APA.
They kind of have that vibe going.
Well, in this whole storyline, this feud that's been going on, especially in the last match on Rise that resulted in another DQ, J-Rod, she will, get the upper hand on Leela with that brute strength and whatnot, but it's come to cost her that aggression. And it was kind of the same thing here where she had opportunities to go ahead and prop that ladder up and get the belt, but she didn't want to just, beat down on the Phantoms and Leela herself. She wanted to destroy them, embarrass them. And that over-aggression just, it got up to her again. And that's perfect for a character. Like, that's just great character work,
It's not unlike where another former women's champion found herself about summer of last year, which Freya the Slayer could never get out of her own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in her back and forth with J-Rod.
Yeah. That's it, man.
And J-Rod, a few short months later has, in kayfabe, kind of found herself in a very, very similar position.
Yeah.
And for similar reasons.
It's funny that you put it that way because I remember us making that point about Leela Feist about a year ago as well. It's like nothing was going right for her. Her and Ashton Adonis were, kind of a package. They worked together for a while, but it's like she just couldn't get out of her way. And look at her now.
Yeah,
look at where she is now.
I wanna show everybody that those kind of weird finishes that Adonis and Leela were, that looked like mistakes and maybe weren't mistakes, and then they leaned into it and doubled down on it. So you were like, I can't really tell what if it was a mistake or if it was real from the beginning. I would love to go back and show us on that podcast or any of the fans of OVW the current title rankings.
Yeah.
From that time, and try to explain to us how did we get here,
Right.
But
One week at a time.
It's because both Ashton Adonis and Leela Feist, without harping on it too much, have put in the work and have become really, really great attractions on OVW. And can't wait to see what Ashton does with this title.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
I'm excited to see what he's got in store for us.
OVW Women's Champion Leela Feist retains over J-Rod.
Okay, I got something to say about this.
Please.
So, like if you're watching like Reels or something and you see where somebody like loads a really quick clip of like, oh my God, how did he do that? How did that guy like just throw the basketball over his shoulder and it was nothing but net? Something like that.
Yeah.
How in the world did she go to hit that? She tried to hit Leela Feist, sorry. Legally speaking, I should have made that disclaimer beforehand. How is it she's trying to hit her with the spear and she manages to fly through one of the openings on the ladder?
Oh, yeah.
Between two of the rungs of the ladder. I like it was one of those things. You blink, you miss it.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was it.
wow, how is it that you got stuck in that ladder like that?
And then
Yeah.
Leela takes that opportunity to just use her as a rung on the ladder.
Yeah.
Step stool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Another
they
step.
were they had Jordan's secret stuff whenever they were
Yeah,
booking
the
that
secret stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They were throwing the Tony C's on it for sure. Whenever they were back there cooking this up, really really fun stuff.
It was.
I was talking to someone else after we were leaving. I guess the show had ended, and I was kind of gossiping. Talking to people, and there really does feel like there's how do I want to put this? Things are there. There's an element where people are being more imaginative, and angles are being more imaginative, and finishes are being more imaginative, and I don't know what we chalk that up to. I don't know if this is
Imagination?
well, yeah, but it's like there's just something that have happened within the last year where it's kind of like I mentioned paint by numbers earlier.
Yeah.
We're not painting by numbers anymore.
No, it's
Right.
And I don't want to say I don't want that to make it sound like I'm being negative.
No, I
Because I'm not.
understand.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah,
like
I get it.
the other times it was not enjoyable. It certainly was.
Right. But like the finish, oh well, Leela has to climb the ladder. What if J-Rod got stuck? That's just like I feel like
Yeah.
maybe I wasn't paying as good of attention. Maybe I didn't know how to watch wrestling as well as I thought I did at the time. I don't know. But like there's just small stuff like that I see week in and week out. It doesn't even have to be Sunday Night Special.
Right.
Where I just feel like there's something different in these booking conversations or in this booking, and I don't know what it is, but I was not, as I was talking to people after Tough Love, I wasn't the only person who felt that way. So whatever they're doing, they've got the secret sauce going.
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know what it is, but you
Yeah.
keep that shit up.
Yeah,
Because,
keep it up.
It's top shelf.
Please, yeah.
Another thing too that I really really liked to touch on as we're heading into our last match of the evening here, to touch on that interview we had with Big Zo,
Yeah.
where he said, this is my job as the holder of the U.S. title to make it is the biggest belt in the hierarchy, and it is my job to make it perceived that way. We're ending the pay-per-view with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is a hot angle. Tony Evans is a hot champion right now. Eric Surge is great. Big Zo has been a great champion. Like, you've got the Tommy Boy of it all and the lovely Miss Larkin of it all kind of floating around as well. So, like, just angle-wise, it makes sense for this to be the last one. But I'm glad to see that the clout is there, too, for no one to bat an eye at the U.S. title being the show closing
Right. That's
match.
it.
Yeah.
The cloud is there. That's right. That's
In
the word.
addition to that, the lengths that Superior Tony Evans went to keep it. Not only having Tommy Boy interfere with the match, Larkin interfere with the match, they aren't very successful. But we see later on that he still has another insurance policy.
He's got plans.
Yeah,
Every time he comes to the ring, he's got a plan.
Yes, he does.
that's right.
Brian Allen, what did you think of our final match here?
Like you said, Tony always got plans. I think it was, first off, it's cool when, premium events, Sunday Night Special like this, or, any promotion, a premium event, not a lot of promos cut, usually. Not a lot of mic talking going on, but, if it's Tony Evans, he's still going to come out with that mic in his hand,
Yeah, whether you like it or
And
not.
whether you like it or not.
You're not sending the people home. The Tony Evans promo is, I don't want to say it's his finisher. His finisher's different, but it's his signature at this point.
Yeah.
It
It
is
is.
as much of a part of his offense as anything, and what people are paying to see as anything that he does in the ring.
That's
That's
one of
it.
the very first things that stuck out to me about OVW was him. It was Superior
Yeah.
Tony Evans and his mic skills and how he could just whip the crowd into a frenzy of absolute boos every single week.
That's it, man. And
Very few people can do that.
well, that's so true. And with Tony, and he was doing that before he had a big piece of gold on his waist, And now that he has that, and he's coming out and doing these promos, it adds just that much hatefulness towards him. It's like, no, now you're talking and you're backing it up too,
You are really
It's-
getting a a better understanding of how big that belt is when you see
Yeah,
it on
it's
Tony.
huge, dude. Yes, yes. And when you say, it's somehow even gotten you cooler. I know it's heels. You can't cheer him on, but it's hard when it's like, come put a star in this ring, and he's got the title on his waist now. It somehow got cooler, that element. But when that bell did ring, both these guys, Zoe and Serge, they've had their differences. They've had their own, bloody feud that's gone on for a little while now. But they did have moments, especially early on, where it was like let's get this guy a little bit, Tony, because they both got their equal amounts of beef with him, and it was just a good way to end the night with all these. Again, a lot of these stories have multiple elements, but this one's might have the biggest family tree of beef. I don't know, beef tree.
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
There we go.
When you go down the storylines and all the characters that have been in this, it gets crazy. And a new leaf kind of finally sprouted when
the
Shannon.
beef leaf?
The beef leaf, yes.
Yeah.
Shannon comes out again. He's been doing that, and so it gives his warnings. But then when Kadeem comes out, I had to hit the bathroom. It was the end of the show. I held it for a while, but I had to hit the bathroom right before Kadeem came out. So I come out the bathroom, and then Kadeem's just getting in the ring and going crazy. And I'm like, what did I just miss? It was a great conclusion of the night.
Yeah, I think you had to have Kadeem back.
This was it.
I think
As
the
much
moment,
as
yeah.
they talked about him, I fully expected to see him, and we were not disappointed.
Yeah, he came to kill.
Yeah,
man.
we had seen him on the Thursday night prior to that, but I think honestly, I would have. I guess Thursday night go home show. You want to make the promise of Kadeem. I would have held off a little bit.
That's fair.
And just had this spot from Kadeem. I think it would have landed a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But glad to see Kadeem back. So we think we know where Eric Surge is going next. Probably Kadeem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kadeem also might be going after Cash Daniel. We don't know.
He's going to go after everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that means Big Zoe stays as kind of the primary candidate for number one contender? Do you think that he stays in and around the U.S. title picture? Do you think that we see someone else? Because I do think that now that Kadeem has been back twice in a row, Surge is going to move toward Kadeem.
Oh, yeah.
Almost solely.
Agreed.
And maybe come back on. Kind of, I guess what I'm thinking is Surge goes toward Kadeem. They have their little thing. Zoe remains kind of in the title picture. He wins it back. The Kadeem and Surge stuff wraps up, and then we're back to Surge and Zoe for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
That's kind of my, let's call it till about September thinking.
Okay.
But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I hadn't really thought about it, but those are all really good points.
Yeah, just as you mentioned, the family tree. Looking at the family
Dude,
tree.
it's growing, man. Where do you see? I know we saw Jade and Arrow versus Zoe, not the past Rise, but the one before that, I believe it was.
Right.
He was inserted there, but I was going to ask, when does he come back, and does he kind of help like a Surge with his problems, or does he help Zoe with his problems because that's connected to Tony, because that's connected to Tommy?
He's been big fans with Cash Daniel in the past.
I would say
Jay
with
De Niro
Cash,
has.
he was, he's been around. That's where's my Jay De Niro variable? That's kind of what I'm calling it. Where does he come in? Because I feel like with how the stories, are starting to split a little bit, where you keep the U.S. title, but you got Surge and Kadeem going on. I wonder where Jay comes in. That's my big variable right now.
I like that. Hines, what are you thinking?
Well, you know how I always think about Jay De Niro
It's hard not
besides
to.
the shoots.
Yeah.
I wondered whether or not we were going to get to see him as part of this because, when it's just one person, it's easy to say, oh, well, it's, this person versus this person. But Superior Tony Evans isn't just a wrestler. He has a family. And Jay De Niro is, on the opposite side of that right now. So I could definitely see him being part of this this picture, this story moving forward. I was kind of surprised that we didn't see anything, but who knows?
Yeah.
This one, as far as this one goes, I just sat back and watched this one as a fan, and I didn't really overthink it. I didn't put too much thought into it. So I'm liking hearing your take on this and your take as well, Brian.
Yeah.
So as far as that goes, I mean, we've got Superior Tony Evans. We've got Big Zoe. We've got Eric Surge. We've got Mount Kadeem. Potentially Jay De Niro. 5 ginormous dudes who are all in this storyline for this title.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot to think about, man.
So, Tommy boy.
Oh, the tree.
No,
It's
you're
getting
actually
built out.
drawing it out over
like-
there. I wonder what was going on.
Just because now I'm like curious of all the different, like, I want to
mean-
see a visual of all the different places we
and
can
you have
go.
Drew Hernandez too.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he's
no.
part of that.
I mean, Jack Vaughn and Donovan Cecil were they were in this. They're in the Larkin turn.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean,
We're gonna have one
and
of
they
those
have nothing
big-
to do right now.
Dude, the beef tree's getting too big.
Wall of evidence meme thing by this time. By
Yeah,
next
the
Wednesday.
Charlie
Oh,
Day,
yeah,
the Charlie
yeah.
Day meme.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that might be a fun. If we are moving this to Tuesdays, maybe we have a little bit more time to do bonus content. I wouldn't mind trying to do a string chart of
All the beef.
of all the beef
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
day,
I'll grab
Might have to,
the cork board from the other room
just
and we'll
to see
head
if
back
we
here
could do,
behind
just to
this.
see how
What it would
much
look
we can
like.
remember
Yeah.
and what it would look like.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fun because just even I'm 3 layers down into this and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, but this happened,
Yeah,
then
but
this,
then
but then
this.
this.
Yeah.
So I can't write this all out. But I think no matter what, I love seeing Tony Evans as the champion.
Yeah.
I'll echo a sentiment similar to how I felt about Los Desafios. I hope that this is a longer investment into Tony Evans than it was when we saw him with the heavyweight championship about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that this title right now is the best place for Tony Evans. And he's in the best spot that he's been in OVW, not just because he has the title, not just because he's in the main event, but just putting in the work, the heat, the clout, the traction, the package, the click, that he's running with. It's all working extremely well for Tony Evans.
Yeah.
So I think that he's the best champion for the OVW US title right now. Any other final thoughts, guys?
Overall, the pay-per-view itself, I mean, there's not one that I really haven't liked, but this really hit on a lot of things that resonated with me, and the Steven Steele match was by far my favorite part of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It stole the show. The title changes felt perfect. They felt on time, man.
Yeah.
And again, they felt deserved. So that always hits for me, man. But yeah, it was a great night. It was great to have everyone there.
Congratulations, Ashton Adonis.
Yes,
Congratulations,
yes.
Les Desafios. And congratulations, kindest boy in the world. I see you out there with that girlfriend and that cell phone, baby. You keep it going. You're gonna be doing great things. You're gonna be doing great things. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Oh, and a sincere, very sincere thank you from us to Heat and Heel.
Yes.
Oh, and we get
Yes,
to
thank you so
actually
much.
promote this ahead of time. Watch Fan Zone Live tomorrow.
Oh no, we should still drop
Yes.
this at 8 after the show.
I was thinking of dropping it like after tonight.
No, we've built in a contingency. We have people finally follow. We can't just change up the thing. Even if we're recording it at different times, we should still keep with the schedule.
We'll talk about it. I won't. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, get us out of here, Jack.
No, I mean, we can talk about it right here. I've got nothing but time. For all of us here at the OVW podcast, thank you guys so much for listening. My name is Jackman Oaks.
I'm Brian Hines.
I'm Brian Allen.
See you guys.